am a Bionicle fan now. I've spent hundreds of dollars on eBay tracking down the Toa Mata, Toa Nuva, Mictoran, Turaga, some of the villains, even some of Generation 2. And it's so cool, dude. I cannot wait to do a Bonkle video where I can show all these off in more detail. But for now, let's at least compare this minifigure with its classic counterpart. This is Tahu, and he's probably the most iconic Bionicle. LEGO sure seems to think so, with the amount of times they've almost kind of brought him back. But he has this amazing gear function where he can swing his fire sword up and down. It's so cool. It's very simple. And using a lightsaber hilt and some fire, this guy gets kind of a facsimile of the fire sword. It's kind of similar. That mask, though, is really where it's at. The Bionicle masks are some of my favorite pieces ever. And this minifigure captures all the details flawlessly. It's even fun to compare them with all the Kanohi Hows we've gotten. Under his mask, though, it's a little weird. So the loophole they were able to do to get this minifigure in the series is make it a Bionicle cosplayer. So this is one of the token costume figures in the series. We'll get to 2 more later. But yeah, it's a human man in a Bionicle costume, which is a little lame. You can, if you really want to, change out the head with plain pink, and I think that does the trick. Pretty much similar. Yeah, it's maybe a little bit brighter than it needs to be, because under the mask he has like a slight pink head eye thing. His head is so cool. But officially, we've got the weird headband thing that doesn't go all the way around, kind of like the old Batmans used to do it, where he has just like the white headband, and then in the back, oh, that's cool. Oh, it has the gear function. That's really cool. But it also has like the tie from his thing, which annoyingly you can see when you put the mask on. Like, I don't know, that's not my favorite. But its torso is so detailed with the little Technic bushing there, little Technic ball joint, and then the leg detailing. Dual molded legs, that's a rarity with LEGO these days. And then I've neglected to put this on, not because I forgot about it, a little bit kind of it was, but I don't think it really fits the figure that well. I know technically Tahu has like these little shoulder joints thing that are black, but I don't know if that was the best way to accomplish that with this like shoulder pad thing, but I don't know. And then coolest of all, it's like take your son to work day there, he comes with this mini Bionicle canister as well, printed on a cylinder brick. And Bionicle canisters are some of the most ingenious packaging LEGO's ever done. Not only is there like a space up here for the mask to go, I think these are called bikinis in the story, but then it opens up to reveal this like a vending machine. I think they were originally designed to go in there. I don't know if they ever actually did. You can store all the masks you collect around the circle as well. It's got this crazy artwork of all the Toa aura farming on the front. And it even has this cool thing where there's 2 layers, so you can see like it washing up on the shore, and then you can pick which one. I think all the ones have the same inside. But then this has some like unique mask code. There's like a code. There was so much cool story and lore with it. I watched the 13-hour Ben Saint video. Highly recommend. LEGO is not treating Bionicle very well in the 2020s, what with the poll that they completely rigged against it, and then the Mask of Power game that they said they had explicit permission to make it, and then they like right before release they changed their minds, like, oh no, you gotta shut it down, cease and desist. So that's not great, but at least we have this to celebrate the 25th anniversary of this amazing theme. Please comment bring back Bionicle down below and on every single LEGO Instagram post. I love it. And maybe there's a chance for G3. Sorry, I'll try not to go quite as in-depth on every single figure. We've got a lot to get through, so I'll have Tahu pick the next one. Hi-yah! This one, he's hooked it with his hand. Wonderful. All right, let's see if he has good taste. This next figure is going to be... oh. Okay, not my favorite figure of the series. In fact, I think this is my least favorite. This is the soccer goalie. And I will say that it has a really cool color scheme. What? Teal with lime green and pink boots? Wait, are those no, I don't think they do tri-molded pants anymore. Remember where they used to did that for like shorts? Printing the yellow, or like molding the Lego all the way around? That was cool. Anyways, to me, the modern day figures in each of the series are always the least interesting because... I don't know, it's cool to see things from the past, like the medieval fantasy ones. It's cool to see things from the future, like the sci-fi ones. There's a lot in between, but then it's like, if I wanted to see a soccer minifigure, I'd just get one of the many Ronaldo sets they're doing this year. I know soccer is like the most popular, or football, sorry, is the most popular sport in the world. So I'm probably angering a lot of people as I'm saying this. But you know what? One thing I really will say, this is an ingenious idea for the soccer ball. I guess it's like a little bit ugly when you're kicking it around, but if you're displaying the figure like this, having it like be able to fit in his hand is so nice. In Series 24, we got the referee, and not only does she not have a free hand with a red card and yellow card, this soccer ball does not have any Lego connection points whatsoever, besides maybe that hole. Like, technically you can connect a feather in there, but I don't know what that's gonna accomplish. And so I literally display her like this, with the ball in her face. So I will say, this is a definite improvement. And it's even got the little Lego sports logo that come on a bunch of their figures. ears. This hairpiece is kind of close to the Paralympic runner, but I actually like it better. It's a really nice style. I don't know if it's new or not, but alas, it is what it is. And I have a really, really funny idea. You know how I did like the board game video for the soccer player last time? I've been wanting to do a part 2. It'd be so stupid to do another board game video instead of a soccer video. So I don't know, maybe I'll do something with the World Cup instead coming up this year. We'll see. But let's add that to the collection. And before we open the next one, please subscribe if you're not already. I'm gonna do a bunch more classic minifigure series unboxings this summer, so you don't wanna miss those. And you definitely don't wanna miss this next figure, which is the Unicorn Elf Princess. Awesome! I know some people aren't happy with this figure because it's the one and only medieval figure that we're getting this series. And it's not like a knight or something that you can army build with, but I think LEGO did that absolutely on purpose. Scalpers are already going crazy with this figure, and another figure we'll get to soon, hopefully. And so the going theory is they did this figure that, you know, it's cool if you get one, like an elf princess, whatever, but it's not something that the Castle fans too are gonna want to buy a bunch of, because the supply of these things is already gonna be very contentious. Anyways, the reason I don't like this figure is because she doesn't have any elf ears. I think this is literally like a Wonder Woman hairpiece that they reused. They made it gold. Speaking of gold, this is Link, and he was one of the first, if not the first, minifigures to have gold, like literally pearl gold hair. But they figured out how to mold ears onto that thing. Granted, this was in a $300 set. This is a $5 minifigure, but still, like, it would have looked so much cooler if it had elf ears, like some of the previous elf LEGO minifigures, which I don't think I have any of them, unfortunately, yet. She does come with a glass of water, though. It's not like I have a ton of those, but the main reason I like this figure is she comes with a unicorn. This is a new horse pony mold. That's kind of like the Series 22 foal horse and groom character. This was the first animal they made that had like a sore throat. It's a little horse, and you can see that it is slightly different. So this has like fancier hair that goes down. I will say the gold on this is very deluxe. The top, you can see it's like flowing a little bit more, and then it even goes a bit further down its face. Both of these would fit right at home in the Unicorn Castle Creator 3-in-1 we got last year, which introduced the unicorn mold with lavender colored hair. That's also fancy. I think there's even a few more coming in a Toy Story